This is the Conservative Czar, October 19th, 2025. I kind of want to go update on the Ukraine-Russia war. First of all, I think it's the most important issue confronting the United States, you as a person, because the threat of nuclear war goes up every time uh, Trump and Zelensky gets boisterous and threatens Tomahawk missiles. Um, you know, the good part of that is Donald Trump's backing away from Tomahawks. And it is absolutely essential to back away from Tomahawks. Tomahawks equal huge threat of nuclear war. It increases the chance of a nuclear war 5 times if Tomahawks are put in the field for the Ukrainians to use. I'm almost certain that if the war is continuing, Putin will use tactical nuclear weapons and threaten Europe with another barrage of tactical and regular nuclear weapons if they interfere. This is extremely, extremely dangerous to you. Because if we have a nuclear war, a World War III, a lot of you are going to be dead. And we're heading in that direction. Now, there's some good news, a little bit, is that I think Trump's understanding this. And that's why he's backing off the Tomahawks. But the threat of Tomahawks, that's not going to work with bringing Putin to the table. Now, I think Trump is negotiating with Putin on a deal. Remember, Putin has asked for basically two things. One is no militarization of Ukraine or anybody else in Ukraine. And that's a reasonable thing to ask for. And then he's asked in the past, the second thing is he wants all of Donbass, which he doesn't have yet. Now, a couple things about what's going on in the last week. Okay, I reported a week ago that the front, Russia was pushing the front about 100 meters a day if you averaged everything. It was a small, small increase. It was every day, and it amounted to some things, but it was still small. What's happened in the last week has changed. It's now, I'm going to guess, maybe 200 meters a day, double the size it was in a month ago. So the Russians are winning. And by the way, I go to say this every single time. Fox News on Ukraine, Russia have told nothing but lies. They are all liars. They're not telling the truth. They're not giving you any hint of what's really going on. Now, Russia is winning the battle. There's no question about that. Ukrainians have tried a couple small counterattacks. Russia's basically beaten them back and expanded about 5 times more than it was a week ago. 4 times. So Russia is escalating the front. But the Ukrainians are still fighting. A lot of suggestion was that Ukraine would break, the soldiers would break. And they might, I admit that, but it's not there yet. This is still a very hard fought battle across a front, which basically the Russians have the eastern part, and the Ukrainians have probably 3/4 of Ukraine, and Russia has a quarter of Ukraine. But Russia's expanding, and that expansion is another threat to nuclear war, because if they break, they'll really send the Ukrainians back. Then the risk of the risk of Trump giving Zelensky Tomahawks goes up. And that means nuclear war is a lot closer than it was a week ago or a day ago, because Russians have not broken the Ukrainians. They're winning, but they haven't broken them. And I have to give the Ukrainians a lot, the Russians too. It's a slaughterhouse on the front, and it's It is what it is. The Russians are winning. You won't hear that once on Fox News. Those lying son of a bitches. Uh, yeah, excuse me. But Fox News is just terrible. So the war, the danger of a nuclear war has gone up 3 or 4 times. Not, I had it at about a 7%. Now it's about 10, 11%. Donald Trump understands all of this. We can still weather this storm through Trump's negotiations and giving a lot to Putin. This idea that somebody on Fox the other day said that well, that was Trump who said it, that Ukraine could take back all, defeat Russia in the field, take it all back. That's ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Stupid. Trump is understanding some things, so we have some hope. But we're on a knife's edge in Ukraine, Russia, and that is horrible for you. This is the Conservative Czar. See you next time.